Reflections 1, page 4. We have a reflection in the y-axis and a vertical shift up 6 units and right 5 units. It's a reciprocal function, so please draw in the asymptotes so that you can help orient yourself. Since it's a shift up 6 units, we draw a line at y equals 6, and since it's a shift right 5 units, we draw a vertical line at x equals 5. The function is going to move this way. Since it's a reflection in the x-axis, or in the y-axis, it means we're going to multiply all the x terms by -1. The shift right 5 is an add 5, and the shift up 6 is an add 6 to the y's. I take my key points, apply the mappings, plot the points, and I draw the functions so they don't cross an asymptote. For the function definition, it's going to look like a reciprocal. It's x minus 5 because we are moving to the right. We multiply this x expression by -1 because it's a reflection in the y-axis, and we add the 6 for the vertical shift up 6 units. Or we can simplify it by expanding out the negative on the bottom, and you get -x plus 5 on the bottom. Here is a reflection in both axes and a shift up 5 units and left 6 units. So since it's a reflection in both axes, we're going to multiply the x key points by -1 and the y key points by -1. A shift up 5 units means a plus 5 with the y's, and a shift left 6 units means a -6 with the x's. Before we start drawing anything, I'd like you to draw in your asymptotes. So since it's a shift left 6 units, we're going to draw a vertical line through x equals 6, and since it's a shift up 5 units, we're going to draw a horizontal line at y equals 5. Now I just take my key points, apply the mappings, plot the two key points, and draw the functions so they don't cross an asymptote. For the definition of the function in function notation, I'm going to have -1 times the whole thing to count for the reflection of the y-axis or in the x-axis. And I'm going to have a -1 times the x expression on the denominator to account for the reflection in the y-axis. If I simplify that, negative divided by negative is positive, so I just get 1 over x plus 6 plus 5. Or if I wanted to leave the negatives in, I would have -1 over -x minus 6 plus 5. Strictly speaking, this would be the most correct version because you have cleaned up the negative signs. Notice that for a reciprocal function, a reflection in both axes looks like no reflections. So this looks like just a shift to the left of 6 units and a shift up 5 units.